dreams. Some say they represent our innermost desires and fears and anime girls. And we're confronting that in AI, the Somnium Files. Last time, we dove into our daughter, well, not exactly our daughter, but just a 12-year-old girl who lives with us. We dove into her dreams, didn't really find out much of anything, really. I mean, we suspect that A-Set might get stabbed, but I don't really know why we're treating that like it is a future, prediction. Maybe Future Sight exists in this game. I don't know if it does. But I don't think we have a reason to think that it is yet. Well, maybe the visions will start to come true. We will see. Let us load the game. Yeah, this would be the one. So I think after we did the dream dive, I think the next thing we were going to do was we were going to head back to the crime scene. Date wanted to look at it again, I think. Just reminding us what we've been doing. Right, so I think we're going to be leaving. Go back to Bloom Park. Let's head on back. Maybe we can find some evidence that we missed the first time around. Oh, and I was informed that during our dream dive, we did do the first break in the flowchart. Because this game...
Yesterday night, the body of Shoko Nadami was found.
Because this game does have a flowchart.
Her body was recovered from the now-defunct Bloom Park in the Kawasaki district. Autopsy reports revealed that her time of death was roughly 5 p.m. last afternoon. Police have determined that the victim was killed elsewhere and then brought to Bloom Park to be put on display. The MPD has expanded the scope of their investigation and are encouraging anyone with any information to come forward. In other news, at 6:10 p.m. today, on the outer circle of the Capital City Highway in Minato District, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. As a result of the pileup, 1 man was sent to the hospital unconscious in critical condition. 6 other individuals were treated for minor injuries. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
Gotta see these reaction shots. I wonder if the one man who was taken to the hospital, I wonder if that'll turn out to be your dad. We haven't met the dad yet. But I mean, if the mom was murdered, maybe the dad is in danger. Danger Dad. All right. Just looking at the things we looked at before. But is there anything new we can notice? Maybe since we've been here in the dream, there's something we might see here that wasn't evident before. I like how, Iba's right here. It's like a really big graphic kind of getting in the way, but I guess I'm supposed to talk to her. Okay, let us scream shrilly at the appearance of Iba.
Wait, are you a ghost?
Idiot. It's me.
Who you? Me?
It's me.
Do we not remember what she looks like in the dream?
I said me.
But are you a ghost?
I'm not a ghost.
Then... Iba? But why?
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
No, she's like, he's like, what if Google Glass took off? It's basically what Iba is. About the ringtone.
It was somewhere around here, right? Where I heard the phone ring.
Affirmative.
The source can't be far. The phone must be nearby.
I do not know if it actually exists. Dreams consist of memories. But that does not mean that they perfectly mirror reality. In fact, it is more common that what occurs in dreams is distorted. For example, the events witnessed in the last Somnium were absurd, exaggerated, or otherwise warped. Clearly, they do not represent exactly what happened in reality. The ringtone as well.
Mizuki didn't necessarily hear it. I understand that. But it's our only lead.
Right, the last thing that happened in the dream was we heard a phone ring. But the dream ended before we could investigate that. About your appearance?
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it. Be Reika from Tiefblau.
I will not,
Why not?
because I won't.
I don't know what Reika from Tiefblau, what she looks like. Not really sure what Date. I mean, maybe if we could see Reika, we would know what Date's tastes are. How do you appear in Somnium?
I am connected to your brain via artificial nerve. I am part of your working brain. Our minds are one. During the sync, when the data that constitutes your ego is transferred, some of my main programming is also transferred. That is why I appear in Somnium. Do I even need to explain this sort of thing to you?
Not really. I'm just clicking on all the options.
I have experienced syncing many times with you, although it is true that I have never appeared to you in this form. As I mentioned earlier, I cannot say for certain if there was a phone here. However, if there is, it must be well hidden. CSI has already searched the area thoroughly, but they did not discover anything.
Well hidden, huh? Maybe a place you can't see with the naked eye.
Let me see. I need to analyze the surroundings.
So maybe that's our prompt. Just look at things. It's a bench. Column. Yeah, we found her in the column. She hid in there with the ice pick that apparently she pulled out of her mother's skull. But why was she there? Why would she pull out the ice pick? And we did find out in the dream that maybe the parental skills of her mother, not the strongest. Oh, let's look in the horse. Mysterious.
Look at that.
It appears to be a smartphone.
I knew it was in the horse.
all the time.
Don't lie. You doubted me.
Alright.
So how do I get it out?
Do we break open the horse?
I cannot find any weaknesses or seams in the horse's body.
This horse is indestructible.
The horse's neck does not detach either.
There must be some hole or something.
Maybe we can just punch through it with Date's strong fist.
I found one.
Where?
The mouth of the horse.
Stick your hand down there.
I might be able to fit inside. One moment.
Can she pick up that phone? She doesn't look very strong in the eyeball form. I mean, hopefully she can get back out. Okay, she can.
I got it!
It'd be very awkward if our
Good job, Iba.
extremely expensive AI eyeball got stuck in there. Clue list. Look at the smartphone.
Iba, who owned this phone? The number is...
This is a rental phone.
a rental.
The owner is unknown. It is registered under a false identity.
Come on.
Anything else?
Date, look at the device history.
It's gone. No outgoing call history.
What about the incoming history?
Only one call. 9:02 p.m. yesterday.
Mizuki and Ota discovered the corpse at approximately... That would connect to what we experienced in Somnium. Who is the caller?
Their name isn't displayed. The number isn't in their contacts. In fact, there are no contacts. No numbers at all.
This number is also from a rental phone.
It's rental phones all the way down.
No owner is registered.
Oh,
What happened?
the battery died. The screen turned off.
Well, we're not getting much info from this phone. I guess we could call the number.
Iba, remember the number I just gave you?
Of course.
Call it. My name is Kaname Date. I'm with the Metropolitan Police Department.
Are you an idiot?
They hung up.
Oh, you think so? What kind of low IQ ignoramus calls a suspicious number and says they are from the police?
Confident one.
Couldn't help it. I wasn't ready. I just said the first thing that came into my head.
You told me to call.
I didn't think it would work.
Disappointing. There is no other word for it.
You're telling me.
Well, is there anything else we can do with it? Yeah, let's try calling him again.
Iba,
Maybe we can trick him this time.
I'll be ready this time, I swear.
Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
I'll put on like a British accent and everything. He won't recognize my voice.
The number you have dialed is no longer in service.
Damn, call deny.
Call deny?
Yeah, call denied.
Oh, the thing Reika from the Cabaret Club did to your number.
Damn, you remember that?
I don't think we're going to get much information from this phone. Oh, I guess we can ask more questions about it, though. Yeah, call Reika, actually. Let's see this Reika.
Why?
I want to hear her voice.
She put you on call deny.
Can't you try from another line?
I can, but I won't. Use a payphone if you want to call her.
I mean, who carries a quarter with them, though? See, if you get dependent on technology, what do you do when your technology turns on you? Just saying, oh no, I can't make a phone call. Because we're reliant on our eyeball. It's a lesson that we need to learn before it happens to us. Why was the phone in the horse, Iba?
Unknown. But it does appear to be deliberate. Did the culprit do this, or did someone else? And for what specific purpose?
I don't suppose you have special vision that can see like there's fingerprints on it or anything. Then again, I guess Date has been holding it now. But he wears gloves. He wears his stylish purple gloves. Who's the person we called?
Probably someone involved in the incident. They hung up as soon as they heard you mention the police, then refused further incoming calls. That behavior is at the very least suspicious.
And what cell tower did the call connect to?
Near 3rd Street, Shinjuku.
That's a wide range. Can you tell if they called from a smartphone?
They did. I can tell from the number.
Does it have GPS?
The phone is likely capable of that function, but it has been disabled.
Can you tell that from the phone number?
The power also appears to be off. I cannot connect from any line. Because you blew it.
Should we go there, maybe?
There would be no point to that now. The recipient is alerted to our presence and likely on the move.
Right.
Let's go, I guess.
Aiba, let's get going. There's nothing more here.
Where are we going?
Man, I don't know.
Iris's house?
What? I mean, I guess we think she's in danger.
Yeah. I'm curious.
I mean, we
About
did...
your prophecy?
Yeah, I mean, we saw her dead. And then when we dreamed at the beginning, we saw her mother dead. So that is a kind of a coincidence.
Absurd. It was nothing.
Let's hope so.
Well, let's head to their house. See if anyone's dead.
Coming!
Do you wear those cat ears at home, too?
Date!
So I have this metal plate that I'd like for you to just wear on your back. Like, at all times. It's heavy, but... How are you doing?
I'm happy.
That's a bit, maybe cut one of those out. It's a little too happy.
Hop. Rabbit goes hop.
No, it's too happy. Just a little less happiness, maybe.
Why do you ask?
Oh, well, you see...
I had a vision of you getting stabbed like 20 times.
Because I saw your dead body in a dream. Are you seriously going to tell her that?
You hush.
Well...
Date! You came!
I mean... Just cut out whatever joke was gonna come next.
But aren't you a little early?
And that too.
Huh?
You said you would play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow.
No, I didn't. I did promise to go on a date with you.
I mean, we did, I suppose.
Tomorrow? It's not even midnight yet.
We're jumping the gun.
I kept my promise by staying home, so you need to keep your promise, Date.
Where's your mom, by the way? Alive?
By the way, where's your mom?
She left earlier. She got a Nile message from someone.
Oh, just someone?
She looked kind of panicky, too.
Where did she go?
Did she look like she was gonna be murdered?
Dunno. She didn't tell me. Oh, did you want something to drink?
No, sorry. I should be going.
What? Leaving already?
Yeah, I have some work to do.
Well, will you at least watch my stream at 1?
I mean, if your mom's not dead, I guess I can.
Stream?
Don't you remember? I'm an internet idol.
Yeah, I remember that. We thought you were like an actual teen idol. Turns out you're just a streamer.
And you're gonna stream online?
Yeah.
At 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when like the real big donators are watching.
You're a young woman. You shouldn't stay up so late.
Oh, jeez, you sound like an old man.
I mean, I am an old man.
Because he is an old man.
We sure are.
It's fine. Today isn't for work, it's just a personal stream.
I mean, when your stream is your work, is there a difference? Is there a difference between the thing you do for a job and just the way you live your life? It just blends into one. Work never ends, Iris.
That's not the issue.
And tomorrow is Sunday.
The day isn't the issue either.
Anyway, please watch, okay? I'll ask you about it on tomorrow's date.
You're gonna quiz me on what you did on the stream?
Fine.
Okay, gotta remember... Twitch.tv/aset.
Thinking. I am glad that nothing bad happened.
I'm also glad that nothing bad happened.
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing bad will ever happen.
Because sometime real soon,
Alright, her prophecy.
I'm going to die.
Good thing that didn't happen. But where are we even going? Not much traffic in this city. We're like the only car on the road. Alright, day 3, Sunday. Did we watch the stream? Did we keep our promise and watch the stream? Boss, do you ever sit in a chair? Just wondering. Talking to myself just doesn't feel like there's any meaning to it anymore. Anything stand out to you?
Date, you promised to go on a date with Iris yesterday.
Yeah. Am I gonna have to explain that to my boss?
What exactly are you planning to do?
What? Seriously?
It's a social date.
I mean, if you don't call it a date unless it's a date, Date.
A man's promise is his bond.
So they say.
You absolutely must keep your word.
And I get, if you say so.
Have you ever heard of a white lie?
I mean, I thought Iba was gonna be against it.
So you're gonna act like it never happened.
That's not what I said. The day's not over yet. If I go see her and socialize for a bit, that's a date, right?
Oh, so you are not planning a real date then?
Let's have a debate here on what constitutes a date.
No, of course not.
If you say so.
You almost sound relieved, Iba.
Pardon?
Are you jealous?
Impossible! I could never be jealous of a silly little human like her.
But Baka?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Of course, the real romance is going to be between Date and his eyeball. But that's like 15 hours in. About the investigation.
I am watching the case file of Shoko Nadami as it is updated in real time. Currently, it appears as though there has been no significant progress.
You're telling me. I've been seeing the no significant progress.
Hey Date, why not go to that bar you haven't been to in a while?
Bar?
Marble in Golden Yokocho.
Mama. Maybe she knows something. We don't have any other ideas, I guess. About Mizuki.
There are many points of interest surrounding Mizuki, but we will need to speak with her directly.
Yeah, we haven't been able to do that.
I hope she gets better soon.
We were unable to get her to start talking again, which was the goal of going into her dream last time. Boss, about the phone.
I asked HQ to look into it. They found a few things. First, the owner was Shoko Nadami.
It was Shoko's phone?
Yes.
Did she just, like, never use the phone?
Her face was registered in the phone's facial recognition authentication.
So she just got the phone for, like, that night, maybe? For what reason? Who called it?
Who called the phone?
Sorry, we don't know that yet. They called from a burner phone. They didn't register a name.
I can make a deduction with this information.
Ooh, detective work.
We know that the phone belonged to Shoko.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Whoever it was made their call at 9:02 p.m.
Right.
after Shoko was killed.
Yes.
I believe we can make an assumption here.
Let me lay it on me.
The caller probably wasn't the murderer. Why would they call the phone of the person they just killed?
Maybe. But the culprit might have been trying to get Mizuki to call, so that they can bring her to the scene.
But then why hide the phone? They would have left it somewhere easier to find.
True.
Anything else to report?
About Renju.
Renju?
Yep, the dad.
Yesterday I told you he vanished after he was questioned.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we found him.
Where is he?
Where?
Central Hospital.
Ah, he was the guy in the accident.
He was brought there from a traffic accident. He's unconscious and it's not looking good.
Could it be?
Capitol Highway?
Oh, you heard about it?
We heard the report on the radio last night.
I can't believe it was about Renju.
About Renju.
Date, you should go talk to him. He is Shoko Nadami's former husband, after all. He might have some information.
But he's still asleep, isn't he?
Smack him across the face and wake him up.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You're his friend, right? He'll understand.
Come on.
About the investigation.
There's been no progress, as usual.
It sure hasn't.
The people at the main office are so incompetent. The smartphone you brought in yesterday is still our only lead. Hopefully there'll be a breakthrough.
About Mizuki.
She was returned to the hospital after the sink. She'll probably be hospitalized for a while.
Strange. Mizuki's phone is at home, Date.
Yeah?
The GPS and Wi-Fi access point confirm this.
She went home by herself?
Possibly.
But why?
Unknown.
Well, I guess we can head home, see what she's up to. Who called the phone, boss?
But either way, our mysterious caller is suspicious. Consider this. They did not register the phone under their real name. And also, they hung up as soon as Date mentioned he was a cop. And on top of that, they blocked Date's number and turned off the phone.
The blame lies entirely with Date. I suggest cutting his salary.
I'll cut your battery.
Do it. I'll plug in somewhere.
Anyway, we have to identify the caller. If you don't want your salary cut.
Fine.
Let's get a summary. 3 places to check. Right, Renju's at the hospital. We go home, or we could go see this informant who might know something, hopefully.
Iba, let's move.
Roger that.
All right. The thing I'm kind of curious the most is going back home, see why Mizuki went back there. Maybe she's feeling fine. It seems strange that she would leave the hospital.
Hitomi Sagan, Iris's mother.
And she's pumping some iron back there.
Yes, but why?
Oh, Date. Sorry for showing up like this.
Well, it's good to see that you're not dead.
Mizuki, what are you doing?
What's it look like?
Oh, she's talking.
Bench pressing.
You can talk.
Yes, she's no longer mute.
This is a good day.
I received a Nile message from Mizuki last night.
She's talking and she's making incredible gains.
Teacher, can you please help me? I understood right away. The girl's been through so much. I couldn't say no to one of my students.
You're her teacher?
Date knows nothing about this child.
That's right. Mizuki is in my homeroom class. I went to the hospital to pick her up.
Weird how everyone Date is running into knows Mizuki.
She left earlier.
In some way.
She got a Nile message from someone.
Mizuki wrote a note saying that she wanted to go home. Not to Renju's house, but here. So that's the story. I apologize for coming over without asking.
I mean, I was in your house once. Apparently going on a date with your daughter, tonight. So, I mean, your violation of the privacies, not, it's pretty insignificant in comparison to mine, so. How's she at school?
She's a little quiet, but she's a very clever girl. And more than anything, she is kind.
Kind?
When I'm carrying heavy bags, she'll come and help me without me asking.
She's no problem, carrying, 10 bags all at once on her back.
When I'm troubled, she'll sometimes pick flowers to give to me. Not that she has a perfect disciplinary record, but she's a good girl.
She hasn't killed anyone, if that's what you're asking, Date.
What's on her record?
There are a few incidents. Once, she let out all the frogs that were going to be used for science class.
Noble crimes.
Another time, she punched a bully so hard that he chipped a tooth.
Sounds like more than just incidents.
But I like that about her. She's a little clumsy. And just like Renju.
So, how'd you get her talking again?
You know what? I actually don't know. I didn't do anything special. I just held her against me.
Held her?
I was hugging her close to me all night. When dawn came, I heard her say, "Teacher," and then she started to cry.
Man, I did not have this kind of relationship with any of my teachers.
As you can see, she's fine now.
She seems more than fine.
She had a lot bottled up. It came out with the tears, I think.
You're her teacher.
Yes, elementary school.
I didn't know you taught at Mizuki's school.
I didn't know Mizuki was living with you. I knew about her circumstances with Renju, but he described you as a relative. But I suppose not. Mizuki explained the situation to me.
Yep, she lives here with us. We're not her legal guardian, which... we're her illegal guardian, I guess? What's this? Why we have the X-ray prompt here? What is this about? Why are we X-ray? Okay, she has a thing here.
That's...
A plate of medical-grade titanium in her right shoulder.
Oh.
Well, I guess that's the only thing we need to know about that. Pardon me for asking, but I was just X-raying you and your right arm.
Oh, does it bother you?
Can you not move it?
No, I can't even feel it, I'm afraid.
It looks like you keep scratching it, though.
Was there an accident, or...?
I suppose you might call it that. About 6 years ago, I was shot in the shoulder.
6 years ago, you say?
The nerves died and... Anyway, the story is, one day a criminal broke into my house.
So that's not a prediction, this is a memory.
He was carrying a gun. From the way he talked, he sounded insane.
Drugs?
Maybe. The police statement said that he wasn't under the influence of anything. Just a random crime.
Alright, so we somehow have a memory of that. Date does, in his own mind. Is it just coincidence? Well, I guess it would be coincidence. Would it be anything else?
You said you and Renju knew each other from high school, right?
Yes, at Eitoku High.
And you work at the public school here.
That's right, a district elementary school.
Is that a coincidence? You becoming the teacher of your friend's kid?
Well, I hadn't always planned on being a teacher, but
you know, life goes in ways you don't expect, and then you're just doing what you need to do to get by. You give up on your dreams, Date. You give up on them.
it wasn't a coincidence that Mizuki ended up in my class. Renju seemed really intent on sending Mizuki to a school where I was teaching. They even moved to get into my school district. That was about 5 years ago, in spring.
And he keeps insisting that every time she goes up a grade, that I need to now teach that higher grade, and it's getting a bit awkward.
Before the divorce?
Yes, but I heard that Shoko didn't have a problem with the move.
Officially, but not actually. How many reps is she on? She's still going. I guess that's everything. Let's look at the bench press. It's a bench press. That's all we're gonna say. So, about the aphonia.
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks to you.
And she slammed on more weights and went back to it.
Well, not exactly you. It was teacher who stayed with me all night.
I mean, I could have done that. About Renju.
What's wrong with Daddy?
You haven't heard?
Heard what?
She does not know about the accident.
I guess we're not going to tell her about that. So why didn't you tell me about the teacher?
I couldn't. It's not like we have conversations about our day anyway.
Because you don't talk.
Because you don't listen.
About the Nile message.
Mizuki, Renju sent you that Nile message, didn't he?
What?
I got this buddy of mine. Real bad personality, but real good with technology. I got some help from them.
Bad personality?
Does she not know about the eyeball?
It was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does it sound familiar?
I mean, if she doesn't, we could really freak her out by popping the eyeball out and having it turn into like a little bear.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious.
It's a neat trick if someone doesn't know about it.
Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away. Daddy needs your help. Please do as I say.
Yeah, that was it. It was from Daddy's phone. But I didn't want to say anything because that would make Daddy a suspect, so...
So you kept quiet.
Yeah. My dad's never said anything like that to me, ever. That he was counting on me, I had to go.
But you invited Ota along.
Yeah, what? What, can I ask you about Oda?
Bloom Park is in the middle of the Kawasaki district.
No, I know.
There are a number of homeless individuals in a high crime rate there.
I know, we've established this.
Yuki must have been worried about going alone.
Just like, I wanted to ask you about Oda in general. I guess we cannot. Why were you holding the ice pick?
When I got there, the ice pick was... It was stuck in my mom's eye. I couldn't think straight. The only thing I could think was I had to get it out.
So you pulled it out.
Yeah?
After Ota ran away?
Yeah.
Did you hear any sounds?
Sounds?
Like a ringing phone?
Oh, I think I did hear something like that. But I don't remember where it was coming from. I just got scared and ran into the column. The door was open a little, so...
Confirmed. The call at 9:02 p.m. It must have been the phone inside the horse ringing.
Was the eye on the ice pick, or just was the eye not in the head in general? Just establish this.
I don't think so.
Her eye socket was empty?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm sorry to have to ask you stuff like that.
It's okay.
So it was not Mizuki who took the eyeball.
No, it was already gone when she got there.
That eyeball has yet to be found. It was probably taken by the culprit.
Right, so we have to search them for an eyeball. How long do those last before they you'd think they decompose or just kind of crumble apart? How long do you think it takes for that to happen? About Hitomi.
She's my teacher. She's special. She's Daddy's friend and Iris's mom. Sometimes I have dinner at her house. She's extra nice to me.
Oh, I know I shouldn't be. I should love all my students equally. But I see Mizuki after school sometimes, and she just looks so lonely. I can't help myself.
Summarize for me.
Anyway, Mizuki has recovered from her aphonia.
Yeah, very much so.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is?
Yeah.
I did not know that Hitomi was Mizuki's homeroom teacher.
No, we did not know this.
Is there something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
I guess we're done. Let's leave. And go to the hospital to talk to our friend Renju, who is recovering from a horrible traffic accident. Oh, well, at least there's been some development with Mizuki. Is he not here?
Indeed. The bed is empty.
Maybe he's hiding inside. No.
Date, look!
Hmm?
Sabako is coming out of the TV!
No, she is not.
Bedside table. Headlight fable.
What?
That's not even a thing.
Was he rhyming in his mind? Oh, there's someone here. Just staring at us as we looked around the room. Hello? Where is he?
He's not here. As you can see.
I mean, it's not really what I asked. Where are we?
Mr. Okiura's room. I'm certain of it.
And you are?
I'm a nurse. I work here. I'm assigned to Mr. Okiura.
I'm not getting a lot of answers here. Where's Renju?
He snuck out at night.
Well, I mean, that's probably not great.
Snuck out.
Mr. Okiura arrived with internal injuries. The surgery was successful, but he was in no condition to move. He would have opened up his wounds, and then he would be in real trouble.
Real trouble, huh?
Yes. I can't believe it. Where could he have gone?
He just left during the night, put his clothes on, and walked out.
Renju is extremely suspicious. He has no alibi for the time of Shoko's murder. That was noted in the investigation report.
That's not so strange, though.
There's more. I cannot reach Renju by any means. He has not attempted to visit Mizuki in the hospital. even though she is his daughter and witnessed a traumatic event. Despite all this, he runs from the hospital, even with substantial injuries. Perhaps this is an escape.
He's fleeing.
Iva, call Lemniscate.
Roger that.
Hello, this is Lemniscate Entertainment Offices. Let me hear your message. Thank you.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
Sorry, no clue. I'm trying to get in touch with him too. So far, nothing. I'm getting worried. He must be a mess right now.
He's just bleeding out everywhere.
Oh, wait. Maybe he's at the Maid Cafe.
Maid Cafe? Do you mean Sunfish Pocket?
Yeah, that's the one. Like, out of nowhere, Renju was like, I'm gonna rent out Sunfish Pocket. I guess he was gonna throw like a secret party or something? But with the accident and all... Still, he might be there.
Oh, he runs the Maid Cafe.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
No problem. Farewell.
Sunfish Pocket, huh?
Yeah, and guy dragged himself out of the hospital in the middle of the night after surgery, following a car wreck, to go party at a Maid Cafe.
It is worth scoping out.
Can't let these injuries get him down. Let's head to the map. You know, let's do this in order, I suppose. Let's go talk. I think we're going to Marble is where Mama is, the informant who is neck deep in crime, who might know something. Let's have a conversation.
Well, well, if it isn't Dante!
It sure is.
Long time no see. Is something wrong?
No, I just wanted to talk.
About Shoko Nadami, Ren's ex?
You're as sharp as ever.
I saw it all on the news. How awful.
Where is Renju, do you think?
It's been a while. I have no idea. What's wrong with Ren? Oh no, really?
Yeah, I kind of feel like if I walked into a bar in Shenmue, that I might meet this character.
Yeah.
I see. I'll contact you if I get anything.
Except the voice acting would be worse.
Please do.
About Shoko.
I have something, but I don't know how useful it will be.
No, tell me.
You know how Shoko was a representative of that investment company?
Oh, that investment company.
Yeah.
They were part of a massive fraud scheme.
Oh, tell me more.
Really?
That's right. And they were in bed with the Kumakuras, the Yakuza gang. So maybe...
The Kumakuras killed her?
I don't know for sure, but they were capable of it. Maybe Shoko did something to piss off the wrong people, and they punished her for it.
I mean, you don't want to mess with the Yakuza. How you been?
I've been okay. How are you, Date, honey?
Well, my eyeball gives me constant sass.
I don't see you around here much anymore.
I've been busy.
You used to come all the time.
That's what all the ladies say.
You and Ren, grumbling over your glasses of bourbon. Laughing, drowning each other's sorrows. Sometimes getting into arguments. One time it even became a real fight. You remember that?
I don't remember anything past 6 years ago.
Oh, yes.
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch. Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever. He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad.
Maybe we need to look into this watch.
That's why I remember it so well.
Can you give me a glass of water?
That's unusual. Not a bourbon.
I mean, we're on duty.
I'm working.
I drink at work all the time.
We have very different occupations.
It's kind of the same. I make people throw up. You make people throw up the truth.
I guess when you look at it that way. I've not done very well in making anyone throw up the truth so far, though. About Renju's watch.
Yeah, his favorite watch. He got it from his new lover.
Oh.
An anniversary gift. Oh, this was, of course, after the divorce.
Of course, of course.
Ren was so happy. He showed it off to me.
Nothing inappropriate here.
He's had that watch on him ever since.
Why did they get divorced? I don't know if they've mentioned that yet.
Mama, my goodness. You've changed since I last saw you. You're such a square now.
Excuse me, that is a fridge.
I mean, it is nice how everything is color coordinated here. Music playing over the radio. And this picture?
This is a painting of Saint Sebastian. Saint Sebastian was a faithful Christian who lived under Roman Emperor Diocletian. On January 20th, 288 AD, he was martyred. This painting depicts his execution.
I mean, he's still striking a fantastic pose while being executed. What does the blackboard say? Specials are written on it. Duck woman's upper lip. Secrets. Well, I don't know if we can talk to her about it. Well, we're still on green with Mama. Mama, well, no, I guess we're gonna ask Aiba to summarize the situation.
Shoko was involved in illegal activities. Perhaps the rental phone was used for that purpose.
The Kumakuras. They have a relationship with Renju. I remember him telling me that.
Do you want to pay them a visit?
Yeah. I hope it won't cause problems.
I guess we're gonna head out. Let's see, we could go to the Maid Cafe, or we could visit the Yakuza. Let's try the Maid Cafe first.
Welcome home, Sea King.
I'm sorry?
Sea King?
Oh! Is this your first time here?
Sorry. I'm not here as a customer. I need to talk to someone about something.
You know, something. I mean, not him
Kid.
specifically.
Oh, sir! Wait a minute!
Date?
Well, he's not who we were looking for. But I guess we're gonna have a conversation. Well, let's talk to her first. Introductions.
By the way, I didn't introduce myself yet. I'm Kaname Date of the Metropolitan Police Department.
You're a detective?
I mean, I know that you'd be surprised by the way I'm dressed.
Something like that.
What's the Sea King?
That's what we call the customers. Us mermaids serve the Sea Kings. And we really are mermaids, you know. Don't tell anyone.
What?
Everyone working here is a real mermaid.
Uh-huh.
You have legs.
They were a gift from Poseidon. We were given legs and feet, so that we can gather riches and foreign currency in the labor market.
Dante, let's go.
Is Poseidon hurting for riches these days?
No, not yet. There's still so much to learn.
Do not listen to her siren song.
Is Renju here?
No, he never showed up.
When was the last time he came here?
Let me think. He's just the owner, not the manager, so he comes sometimes, but not all that often.
We do have a prompt to X-ray. Anything in particular? She doesn't have like a metal plate or anything.
Date, I must be the bearer of bad news. Even with X-ray, her clothes will not turn transparent. Your heart rate and blood pressure is rising. The concentration of phenylethylamine in your blood is rising rapidly.
Ah, Date's into skeletons.
What are you excited about?
Now we're learning something about him. Cream soda is not usually green. Can I not look at the trident here? Okay, Oda, I need to know, are you actually 24? I guess that's not a question I can ask, even though it's the one I want to ask. What's with the spear?
It's not a spear. It belongs to Poseidon, god of the sea.
Why is he letting you hold it?
You know, a trident.
Why do you have that?
We treat our customers like lords of the sea. We give them these tridents. It's like a little ranking system we do.
And so what is Oda's ranking here? What does his trident represent?
The color changes depending on your rank. There's bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and at the very top, orichalcum.
You'll never reach orichalcum rank, Oda.
So it basically measures how much money you've spent on these girls.
Well, that doesn't sound very nice. It's more like a way to exploit their vanity.
Well, yeah. I think that's just maybe not as nice.
Separate our customers from their money as much as possible.
That should be like the motto above the door.
That sounds even worse.
Tell me more about the trident.
I'm still gold. Not that good.
Yeah, you really need to level up to platinum.
How much did you spend to get that?
About 200,000 yen.
I suddenly understand why someone would want to kill another human.
You have a lot of spending money, Oda. Like, your mother was saying about how much you're spending on, like, stuff for A-Set. I'll find out about how much you're spending here. Where are you getting all this money from? Well, are you a regular here?
Sure am. I come here whenever I've got time and money. I was here yesterday, too. Around 6:30, I think. But I couldn't get in. I saw a sign at the entrance that said the whole place got rented out for some party. But I came all the way to Akihabara, you know? I didn't want to just go home, so I bought a new one.
A new what?
A phone? I dropped my old one in a puddle, remember?
No, can we ask about that? No, I guess not. Why are you here right now?
Because I'm worried about Tessa.
That doesn't explain why you're here right now.
Iris, what's the matter?
Yesterday night. Well, it was past midnight, so more like this morning.
I don't care about the timing. What happened?
Tessa was streaming, as usual.
Yeah, I guess we didn't watch her stream, though.
From her living room at home.
She's gonna be annoyed when we fail her quiz.
Suddenly. Actually, let me just show you.
Well, let's see your stream.
streams.
You always record them. Just very dedicated fan. Let's see what her stream looks like.
I'm kinda nervous. It's been a while. Got it. I'll try my best.
Could really do better production values here, A set.
Okay, everyone! Here's my debut song. Let's hit it! Who could it be at this hour? Is it Date again? Okay, 1 second, I'm coming! Sorry, everyone. Something came up. But I've gotta go for now. I'll sing the rest next time. Bye!
Who could have come to visit her at 1 a.m.? I mean, I did not see any graphics on that stream. I did not see any, like, donation alerts coming up with loud noises, thanking people. I don't know what she thinks she's doing. She obviously has a long way to go. Did not even see, like, any, like a shelf full of, like, either video games or, like, anime figurines or anything like that, or, like, a green screen, maybe, with, like, graphic. It's completely amateur hour here. Completely amateur hour. When did this visitor arrive?
1 hour into the stream, so about 2 a.m.? That's weird, right? Someone coming to visit at 2 in the morning? And then she leaves? She looked really serious, too. I was worried about her, so I tried to call, but she didn't answer. She didn't read any of my Nile messages either. I thought maybe the people at Sunfish Pocket would know something.
Why would they know something?
Tessa used to work here.
I see.
She made a lot of friends.
I'm one of them. But I don't know what she's up to. I asked the other girls too. No one knows anything.
Iva, call Iris.
The number you are attempting to dial is either offline or unavailable.
Another canceled phone number.
No way.
Obviously it means she's dead.
Anyway, prophecies are simply not possible.
That's right, we have to believe in science. Remember what Science Man told us.
Something wrong, sir?
No, nothing.
I wonder if Tessa's okay. I'm so worried about her I can barely eat.
Don't do that. Just please don't do that.
You look like you can eat just fine.
Have you? We came here to talk to Renju. Is he here?
No, haven't seen him. Is this related to what happened at Bloom Park? The body on the merry-go-round was Renju's ex-wife. I didn't know that she was Mizuki's mom. Did she change her name or something? Mizuki saw her own mother's dead body.
Sure did.
And I just left her there and ran away like a coward.
Sure did.
I'm such a piece of shit. I should have stayed. I should have done something. Why did I do that?
Oh, is it eating you up inside, Ota?
Yep, you left that 12-year-old girl all alone on a murder site.
Yeah, seriously.
Obviously what he needs is another bite of this. All better. It's the only way to eat an omelet.
While you're sitting here adding up your options?
But you can order too, Date.
That's not why I'm mad, Ota.
Iba, summarize this mess for me.
Date, Renju is not at this location.
No, he's not.
We have other areas we need to search.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. We also found out that Iris might be missing. We didn't mention that. Iba, why didn't you mention that? That seems like the most important bit of information that... Well, the only thing we have left on this menu right now is to go visit the Yakuza. I guess we'll see how that goes. But probably a good time to take a little bit of a break. Back in a few minutes with AI, the Somnium files. No Somnium yet so far in tonight's session. We'll see how it goes. Alright, one option to go. The Kumakura office. It's going to tell me not to be in a hurry. Got to stay true to myself.
Who's this asshole?
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date!
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me?
Do you want to die, old man?
You bastard!
This is basically Shenmue.
Sorry for the late introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh?
That is basically the progression through a Shenmue scene. Though oddly, when you visit the...
So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
When you visit the Yakuza office in Shenmue 1, you don't fight them. Oddly enough. They're a group you actually don't fight. Let's explain.
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the Warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. 2 days ago at Bloom Park, a woman's corpse was found. Have you heard the name Shoko Nadami?
Sure have.
How?
Heard it on the news. The media is making a real fuss about this new serial killer.
Serial?
Can't help but hear about it.
Has there been more than one? I mean, we've only known about the one murder. Well, I mean, let's just get it, right out. Did the Kumakuras kill her?
Fuck no. Why would we do that?
I guess you have me there. About Shoko.
Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
I guess we have no reason to disbelieve. Do you know anything about the investment fraud?
I have no idea what you're talking about, cop. You must have gotten some bad info.
Mama would never give us bad info. Where's the chairman?
What? The chairman is right in...
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm MoMA Kumakura.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan. You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole. You need a lesson in manners?
I mean, you've already tried that lesson. It didn't work very well.
Date, wait.
That man is a real Yakuza boss right there.
I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year.
Oh, I see. He's like Japanese kingpin.
He leapt to his death from the roof of a building.
Suicide?
But MoMA did not take over last year. MoMA took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Date, look at this. A thermograph from when you inquired about Shoko.
You can do that?
Body temperature rising.
That seems useful.
Red hot lie.
It appears that way.
Lie is hot as fire in his heart.
How do I get him to cop to it?
Remove his fingernails one by one.
Now you're talking.
Not my style.
Blackmail him.
Blackmail?
Find his weakness and threaten him with it. Let's examine the room. Perhaps we may discover one of his secrets.
Alright, I guess he won't mind if we just stand here and stare at the things in his room. A bronze dragon?
If I make a wish, will it come true?
Absolutely.
That is not Shenron.
Kinda looks like it. No, we don't really want to know what kind of wish Date would make anyway. X-ray the crest? What do we see? An A-set fan, huh?
There's a hidden safe behind the crest.
There is something inside.
I recognize that. It's just like the one I saw at Matsushita Diner. An A-set figure.
Correct.
But why is that there?
I think you know.
Unknown. But perhaps.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be a fan of A-set, would you?
What? Who's that?
A schoolgirl internet idol. You know what I'm talking about.
Think you can get away with talking to our boss like that? He's tough as bricks and hard as nails. Never being a pussy shit like that, you fucker.
How do we prove that he is indeed into that?
The Kumakura crest.
Fears?
Fears.
Upset? Regret? A-set!
I guess we just got him to say it out loud. Shadows?
Shadows.
Threat! Silhouette! A-set!
Water?
Water.
Wet! Sweat! A-set! A-set, you bet!
Just as I thought.
Boss? What's this?
Shut up! Don't look at me! Get out of here! Did you hear me? I said get the fuck out of here!
Yes, sir.
Yakuza seems so disillusioned.
I've got your secret now. If you don't want that to get out, you better answer my questions.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, let's get down to business. What about Rohan?
Rohan was my older brother. He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. But he's gone now.
A suicide.
Yeah, after breaking out of the hospital.
Why was he hospitalized?
About 20 years back, both he and I were the new guys in the Ujisaki family.
The Ujisakis are above the Kumakuras in the hierarchy.
At the time, we were in a turf war with a rival gang. One day, one of their boys walks in here and beats my bro's face in with a metal bat.
Security here seems pretty lax.
His vision's been fucked on the right side ever since. The doctors say he can still see, but it doesn't register. Like, he only eats food off the left side of his plate. And if he's drawing a picture or whatever, he only draws the left side.
Date, a question from Oma. Is Rohan left-handed?
Why?
Just ask him, please.
Alright, let's ask. Was he left-handed?
Yeah, he was.
Confirmed. Rohan must suffer from hemispatial neglect on his right side. As you are aware, the brain is divided into what is called the right brain and left brain.
Uh-huh.
One side develops into the superior hemisphere, responsible for language and higher functions. The other side controls spatial recognition ability, In most people, the superior hemisphere is the left brain. In roughly 1/3 of the population, the right brain is the superior hemisphere. This is often linked to left-handedness. MoMA just confirmed that Rohan was left-handed.
This is the kind of extraneous, unnecessary detail that the Zero Escape games have that this game has not been having so far. This is what we need.
From this, we can conclude that his right brain was his superior hemisphere, and his left brain was the inferior hemisphere.
Rohan suffered a beating on the left side of his head. That must have damaged his left brain. That caused him to lose his spatial cognitive ability.
I don't know why we need to know any of that. About Rohan.
Anyway, after getting the shit beaten out of him, he changed, man. He became cold-blooded. I'm talking ruthless. One time, we captured some street bosses from a rival gang. Bro grabbed him by the big toe and took a potato peeler to him. From the toe to the thigh.
How?
Totally blank expression. Like he was scraping bonito flakes. Anyway, sick fuckers like that always end up running the world, don't they?
They sure do.
He started climbing the ranks, and eventually he was taken in by the Ujisaki family. The Ujisakis decided to make him head of our gang, and that's how we became the Kumakuras.
And when was he hospitalized?
About 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
I remember him telling me about something big. Some threat to the Kumakuras that could bring us all down. He didn't give me the details, but I figured it was something from his past coming back to bite him in the ass, you know? Anyway, his plan was to handle his shit internally. Didn't want too many people knowing about it.
Now, you can't leave that stuff internal. You gotta get it all out. It's just gonna cause problems with the plumbing.
But whatever he planned didn't work. When the chips were down, he decided to handle it himself. He ended up shooting some guy in his house. A few days later, cops busted him. Prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder, but it was determined that he was insane at the time. Maybe they were right, you know? His head's been getting worse and worse for the past 20 years. He gets relapses and all that. Anyway, they decided to keep him in a special hospital.
Oh, what was special about it?
And naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor.
I guess that's all we're gonna learn about Rohan. Hey, I didn't know you were a Net Idol fan. How'd you get into that?
How did you know?
You're hiding an A-set figure in the safe.
How did you know that?
I have superpowers.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it would, actually telling him the truth would be more unbelievable. Do you have an alibi for Shoko's murder?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko.
Well, at least we're eliminating suspects then.
Including Moma.
About Shoko.
Right. We do have connections with the investment company Shoko worked at.
A company that commits fraud.
No comment. Anyway, we never had any problems with Shoko. There'd be no reason for us to kill her.
What about Renju?
No point hiding it, right? Yeah, I know about Shoko's ex.
Do you know where he is?
Nope, sure don't. It's not like we keep in touch or anything.
I detect no abnormalities in his thermograph.
Looks like he's not lying.
Do you have any information that could help us out concerning Renju?
Hey Moma, I've got a favor to ask. Can you get me information on Renju? His whereabouts, rumors on where he might be, anything. I need some leads.
And what if I refuse?
And your gang finds out you're the world's biggest A-Set fan. In exchange for helping me, there's a reward in it for you.
I could get you her autograph.
A reward?
I'll let you meet A-Set.
What?
I met her yesterday at Lemniscate. We're acquaintances now.
Really?
Yeah.
You promise?
He is excited.
Yeah, I promise.
All right. I mean, I guess that'll be fine. You know, she wants to get involved with the case. So, Iba summarized this for me.
The Kumakuras appear to be unrelated to the investigation.
It was still worth it just to find out Momo is an A-Set fan.
Really?
That information might come in handy later. Let's go somewhere else, Iba. We got what we needed here.
All right. Is there anywhere... we're just going back to headquarters then. We've been to everywhere that we could think of, and didn't learn that much. This whole case has been, like, basically no leads at all. Like, really the biggest thing we learned is that Iris left her stream last night. Iba's sitting in the passenger seat. Can you call Iris? Better check on her.
I still cannot contact her. Her phone is either off or out of range of cellular signal. Are you worried about her?
I mean, yesterday there was definitely something wrong. I saw it in Mizuki's Somnium.
No, we've seen this. I know. It's very frightening. It's very frightening. The whole... We saw her get stabbed in the dream. We've seen it a few times now. Commiserate.
I'm already tired of this, Iba.
That's not like you. Is something wrong?
Shoko's estimated TOD was 2 days ago, 5 p.m. It's been more than 48 hours. But our investigation has made zero progress.
It sure has.
Sorry. I just wanted to whine about it for a bit.
In 5 years, this is the first time I've heard you so dejected.
Scream, sure.
Ghost!
I have been here for several minutes now.
Could you not come out like that?
Why not?
If people see you, they'll freak out.
Can they see her?
Do not worry. I can only be seen by you.
Yeah, I didn't think like she was an actual hologram or anything.
I am sending this projection of myself directly to your brain.
Oh, right.
But returning to your answer, why would people freak out if they saw me?
Isn't it obvious? A girl looking like you, dressed like that, sitting next to me? People would think I'm a pervert.
Well, we can't have people thinking that. Now let's get ready for our date with A-Set.
If you continue saying such things, I will self-destruct.
Do you really self-destruct?
An AI never lies.
So, you weren't kidding. What happens if you self-destruct in my eye socket?
Your skull would pop like a balloon.
Well, I mean, here's hoping that might be one of the endings. Why do you have that function?
My body is full of cutting-edge technology and state secrets, in terms of hardware as well as software. I am capable of hacking 99.99% of computers that currently exist. What if someone managed to steal me? It would threaten not only the police force, but the existence of the state itself. My self-destruct function is designed to prevent such a scenario from ever occurring.
Well, I'm glad that they implanted this incredible technology in someone as responsible as Date. About the self-destruct function, because we're just thinking about it a whole lot.
Strictly speaking, I am not capable of self-destructing.
What do you mean?
I obey the 3 laws of robotics as laid down by Isaac Asimov. I cannot harm myself. However, a person with administrative authority could order me to self-destruct. You have such authority.
Maybe that's info for later. About the self-destruct function.
Let us determine a code number.
Alright.
One that will activate the detonator.
Sounds good to me.
Command 41205. If you issue this command, I will detonate.
Great. I love that we have now established a command to make my head explode.
No, that's still too dangerous.
Why are we doing that?
We need some kind of safety. The number will be the first lock. If I give you the second command within 1 minute of the first...
What is the second command?
Let's see. How about if I tell a lie?
A lie?
Something that's not the truth. If I say something untrue, I want you to regard it as the second command.
Understood.
Seems a little... You maybe want to make that a little more specific as the safety. It seems like this could be a little vague. Let's talk about the self-destruct function some more.
And one more thing. Even if I die, do not worry. I will not be gone.
Huh?
Everything that I see and hear is uploaded to the cloud.
Well, yeah, like the consciousness is not actually in the eyeball. The consciousness is in the server that the eyeball is wirelessly connecting to.
All by wireless communication in real time.
We established this in a zero-time dilemma.
Even if my body is destroyed, my backup data will not be lost. My memories, as well as my core programming, will be preserved.
So you're basically immortal.
Yes, as long as the server is alive.
How'd you come up with that number?
Hey, about that 5-digit command. How did you come up with that number?
It is my favorite number. There is no particular meaning.
Really?
I'm glad I'm looking forward to the way that conversation went. She made a joke about self-destructing in our head, and it led to us agreeing on a 2-step measure to activate the explosive for reason about me and Iba. 6 years ago. Yeah, we don't remember anything past that. What else did we lose? The eye. Okay, yes. Okay, so we did not get our eye removed to put Iba in. We already lost the eye. But we don't know how. Just wandering those streets. Then the boss found us.
Come with me.
She was wearing the same clothes that she wears today.
To where you belong.
Were we not a cop at that time? It was only after that we became a cop. Right, and then he showed us.
The official title is A Eyeball.
He's like, check out this eyeball. It's going in your head.
You may call her Iba.
It's gonna be your new friend.
The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous.
You'll never be able to be alone again. She's gonna be there wherever you go.
An autonomous artificial intelligence birthed from collective nanotechnology.
Sassy nanotechnology.
Its ability to think is controlled by a program we call the Wadjet system.
We've already heard this.
Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner.
And I was like, what the hell are you talking about, you collar man?
She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Who are you? Do you work here? Where did you get those clothes? Hey, don't put that in my head. It's been 5 years.
This time is different.
I'm concerned about Renju.
Where could Renju be?
I also wonder where he could have gone.
Talk about Shoko's murder again.
About Shoko Nadami's murder. We still need to see the investigation through.
The only relevant lead is the call made to Shoko's phone.
Don't know anything about that, though.
Iba, Is that number still turned off?
Might as well try.
Please wait. Date, the line is connected.
Oh, really?
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 Call it.
Isn't your number being blocked?
Try from a different line. You can do that, right?
Do we have a plan of what to say this time, though?
I can. Which line would you like to use?
Well, not gonna be... Probably not our home phone. Probably not Abyss. What if we called from Shoko's phone? See what he says.
I see. The caller did attempt to call Shoko's phone. If we call from that line...
Right, he might pick up.
But a normal call may yield the same results as before.
I have an idea. Do you remember what Shoko's voice sounded like?
Yes, I do.
Oh, can you talk? Like, through our mouth?
I remember everything that I see and hear.
Can you reproduce her voice?
Analyzing recorded audio data. Imitation should be possible.
Well then...
Are we going to pretend that Shoko is still alive?
You want me to call with Shoko's voice?
I mean, maybe we're like maybe the point is to try to freak him out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Me?
You're the only one who can.
Fine. I suppose we have no choice.
Are you sure you can handle this?
I am an artificial intelligence, not a human prone to nervous breakdowns and mistakes like you.
We are imperfect, it's true.
All right, Hal, let's see what you can do.
It's connected. It's ringing.
I thought you said you did get nervous. Calm down. Deep breaths.
She doesn't breathe.
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm an AI. I don't take breaths.
Focus. They're gonna hang up.
Hello. This is Nadami Shoko.
Impossible. Shoko is dead.
Yes, I died 2 days ago.
I like this tactic.
Idiot, why did you say that?
Oh, by I meant my twin sister, Shoku.
Of course.
Your twin sister.
His name. Get his name.
How?
How can we get their name? Tell him we have a package, need his address. Ask, are you Yamada? Have we heard the name Yamada? I don't know if we've heard the name. Ask him for the name, accuse him of being an imposter. I like the accusation one.
You're an imposter!
I beg your pardon?
Don't act dumb. You sound completely different.
That's right. Projection always works. Whatever you're doing, accuse the other person of it.
How did you get that phone?
This is my phone.
Liar! You're impersonating him!
That's enough. I am So Sajima, the congressman.
Gasp. A person of authority.
A politician?
Sajima.
Sorry for doubting you.
It's fine. What were you calling me for?
Oh, sorry, something urgent just came up. I will call back later. Goodbye.
Why so?
Unknown. But that was definitely So Sajima. I was able to match his voice to public records of him speaking.
Minor celebrity. Even a politician that even goes on TV? How does he find the time? Do politicians in Japan just always dress like that? Because I kind of doubt it, but I mean, there's a lot I don't know. He called Shoko immediately after the body was found. How curious.
In any case, that was an excellent performance, was it not?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, good job.
Is that all?
What, do you want me to pat you on the head?
No! Nothing like that.
Actually, totally pat her on the head.
Stop! It tickles!
Rub, rub, rub.
Stop! The nerve might break!
He's just sitting in his car, rubbing his eye.
Date! A call from Investigation HQ.
Connect me.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss?
Who wants to know? Maybe it's an imposter.
My name is Akaska from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case.
That's the case we're investigating.
Something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
A prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami. And if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. But I felt I should give you the heads up anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's relevant information. We definitely should know this.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Do you think it really is just a prank?
Well, to be sure, look into number 89.
Roger that.
But for now...
So, Sejima.
Alright, 2 new leads. One a politician and the other a prisoner. Just visiting him at his house, I guess.
Hey, you can't be here without permission. I'll call the police!
What happened?
Sir. A police officer.
You.
Oh, have we met? Was it 6 years ago?
I need to ask you a few questions.
I'm a very busy man. You can ask me tomorrow during normal business hours.
It's about Shoko Nadami. You can't tell me you've never heard of her.
As a matter of fact, I have. It was reported on the news that she was killed.
2 days ago at 9:02 p.m., you made a phone call to Shoko Nadami.
A phone call? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Let's look around. At the bushes. It's a nice bush. What about these goons? Let's ignore the politician and ask him if he's got a girlfriend.
Got a girlfriend? Didn't think so. Sorry, bud.
I'm married.
This guy's domestic.
His normalcy must be punished by death.
Death to normies, I guess. I didn't know Iba was so edgy. Do you know any bird calls by chance?
What's your name? What's your blood type? Okay, I'll guess. You're, B. Definitely a B.
You're being rude.
We kinda are.
I knew it. That attitude is so B of you.
What about the other one? How much she get paid to do what you do?
Hey, how much do you get paid?
What?
I'm talking about cash, my friend.
That's right, you rub the thumb against the finger so people know you're talking about the money.
Probably double what you make.
Really? Iba, bring up a job search website.
On it.
Are we gonna look up the average pay for politician bodyguard? Your boss is a liar, you know.
Your boss is a liar, you know.
We're gonna say that with him just standing here.
Aren't all politicians?
Oh, touche, my friend.
That's surprisingly honest.
He's got us there. Why are you wearing sunglasses at night?
Don't those sunglasses make it hard to see?
A bodyguard. This one will be B. This one's A. Alright, I guess that's it for the bodyguards. I can just look all the way around. Just like a lot of bushes and rocks. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Oh, we can do a thermo check. See if he's lying. See if the lies makes his blood ignite and flame with the heat of his deception.
So much blood.
So much?
Where's it coming from?
It's a thermograph.
Yeah, I knew. Anyway, he's lying. How do I get him to admit it?
What will make him confess? Threaten him with your gun. There's some tempting options here, but I think the practical one is just going to be to call him.
Iba, call his phone again. Using Shoko's line.
Understood.
You're not gonna pick it up? It's from Shoko. I had her give you a call.
What?
It'll stop ringing soon. 3, 2, 1. See?
Fine. I did call her. Around 9 o'clock, just like you said.
Finally confessing?
There's nothing to confess. I did nothing wrong.
Then why did you lie to me?
Because I didn't want to get involved in all of this nonsense. You mean to tell me that I am a suspect? My call was after Shoko died. If I were the killer, why would I do that?
A lot we don't know about the killer yet.
I don't know. But I'm asking the questions.
Old man, you answer what I want to know.
Do you have a warrant?
I intimidated you with my phone magic. Iba, pull up. Oh, can you get a warrant? Like, can I just tell my eyeball that I need a warrant? Can we do that?
I thought not. I'll be leaving now. Good night, detective.
Go home.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to get kicked out.
I've been kicked out of better places than this. What's the relationship between So and Shoko?
I don't know. Even if I did, it would be confidential.
I guess that's true. Why do you have a burner phone?
I don't know what you're talking about.
His alibi?
Do you know where So was Friday at 5 p.m.?
Here, in the mansion.
Can anyone corroborate that?
Maybe the housekeeper.
Alright, well, when there was like an actual answer. Look, it's a UFO.
Look, a UFO!
B is not impressed. The Mothman?
Look, the Mothman!
He's gonna prophesize. Would that really... I don't know if this would get his attention.
Look, a grandma!
Well, this might get his... I mean, this works very well for Solid Snake.
Look, a porno mag on the floor.
Where?
There we go. Well, unfortunately, did not distract him for long. Did you know Shoko?
I've heard of her. but I've never met her. I saw her on the news.
Dead? On the... Well, anything suspicious about your boss lately?
No, nothing special.
No, just the normal suspiciousness.
Not any different from any other politician, anyway.
Date, a minute.
What happened?
So is on the move. Most likely in a car.
How do you know?
I hacked So's smartphone and am currently tracking the GPS. Not his rental phone, the one registered under his name.
Where's he headed?
Unknown. Somewhere to the east.
Keep tracking him.
Without his bodyguards?
Roger that.
It kind of defeats the point of bodyguards. Heading into the harbor warehouse. Oh, it's going to be a stealth section. We're going to have to find the warehouse where Master Chen is.
What was So doing here?
Date, my apologies.
What's wrong?
My battery is low.
Oh, that's right. We haven't been recharging her.
Are you serious?
My vision halved, and I went into warehouse. You know, I have a feeling... Hold on. I was about to say, I have a feeling that Date has forgotten all about his date with Aset. We're supposed to be tonight. Let's have a look.
This is... It can't be.
Now, speaking of which...
Iris.
I guess we made our date after all.
Iba, what's your charge?
Currently at 2%.
I'd never get it that low.
Can you make a call?
I can. I am connected to the power supply. What do you...
Hurry. Just connect me to boss.
Date, what's wrong?
I found a body.
What?
She was murdered. Multiple stab wounds to the back. And one eye missing.
Oh no.
Location is Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The victim is Iris Sagan.
Iris?
I'll tell you more later. Just send CSI to the scene right away. And one more thing. Congressman So Sejima. Bring him to Abyss.
Wait a minute, why?
I'll take responsibility for everything. Just do it, please.
All right.
All those happy times we had with Iris. Remember the piggyback ride? When she said she was going to die in the car? And like, oh yeah, the stream. Remembering this entire, like,
Sometime real soon,
day or 2 days, maybe, that we knew her?
I'm going to die.
God damn it!
We were unable to stop it from happening. I mean, she told us it was going to happen, too.
Do you honestly think you can get away with this?
Funny, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Date, calm down.
You know Iris Sagan, don't you?
No, I don't. I've never heard of her.
Clueless, huh?
Iris's body was found frozen in the warehouse. Her right eye was removed and she suffered multiple stab wounds to her back. There were no other visible wounds on her body, so the stab wounds were likely the cause of death. From the size and shape of the marks, the murder weapon is almost definitely a knife, possibly a kitchen knife.
What if we say show? That information is not relevant. Okay, this is what we're showing him.
Thinking about how Iris's body was frozen when I discovered it. It must have taken at least 18 hours for the body to freeze to that state. I entered the warehouse at 9 p.m. 18 hours prior to that was 3 a.m. Iris was last seen alive around 2 a.m. She was live streaming, so there's no doubt about the time. Meaning Iris must have been murdered between 2 and 3 in the morning.
No, it's not that.
Iris's body was discovered at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse in the warehouse district by the harbor.
Okiura Fishery?
That caught my eye too, but we'll get to that later. The actual murder site is unknown. The lack of blood at the scene makes it highly likely that she was killed somewhere else.
Well, maybe this is relevant. No? I mean, that's where he came out of. But I guess that's not what we're going to bring up. Oh, it's actually right. It's not the obvious one down there. Let's, take a look through the rest of these, though.
Iris was live streaming until 2 a.m. today. Someone visited her and interrupted the stream. I hadn't been in contact with her for a while. Whoever visited her this morning almost certainly has something to do with the murder.
And Iris's pictures?
This is the image stored in the Persons of Interest database.
I saw So walking out of the cold storage warehouse where the corpse was discovered. Iba recorded the whole thing.
Just before my battery ran out.
Alright, let's show him. Okay, that registered, but... Oh, I guess it was giving me a hint that I should show the picture.
So you've never met her before?
I have not.
Have you seen her corpse?
Corpse?
I know you've seen her body.
Based on what?
Alright, well, we know that. But we have to combine that with where Iris was found. No? So, I guess it... No, okay, there we go.
Iris's body was found at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
What does that have to do with anything?
This. Iba, play the video.
Right away.
That's a good close-up. It's high resolution on that camera.
I see. Then I suppose you know I was there.
And that's what was on the screen.
Then you saw the body.
I didn't. I was at the warehouse. But I didn't see any corpses there.
Don't lie to me!
It's the truth.
Then what were you doing there?
I choose to remain silent.
You what?
Remain silent. As is my right, guaranteed by law. Remember that I am a politician. I know my rights.
Date, can I get a second?
What?
Does it matter if he saw the body or not in this case? He's a busy man. If we hold him here too long...
He's busy, but he did walk out of a warehouse that had a dead girl in it.
You want me to stop beating around the bush?
I certainly do. You believe that So Sajima is her killer. Or is at the very least involved in the crime somehow.
Yeah.
Why not ask him for his alibi first?
I need to know his alibi. Well, yeah, 2 a.m. No? Time of death.
Iris was killed sometime between 2 and 3 in the morning. Do you have an alibi for that time?
I was playing mahjong all night. At a place called Dora Dora in Shinjuku.
Politician spending all night in a mahjong parlor.
An exclusive mahjong parlor, yes.
If it's mahjong, you should have had 3 opponents with you.
Indeed I did, but they were all strangers. I don't remember their names.
Date, I did some research. Dora Dora is a private room mahjong parlor. It is owned and operated by one individual.
If the rooms are private, that limits the number of potential witnesses. The shopkeeper might be in So's pocket, and he's the only one we can ask about So's alibi. Especially if he doesn't remember any of the 3 people he played against.
He might as well not have an alibi.
That's not much of an alibi, So.
Please, this is ridiculous. First you suspect me in the matter of Shoko Nadami, and now this? I haven't killed anyone. Not Shoko, not Iris. Besides, if I stabbed a woman, why would I bring her to a cold storage warehouse?
Wait. What did you say?
Well, we didn't mention anything about how she died. I guess let's talk about the autopsy report.
I never mentioned Iris's cause of death. How do you know she was stabbed?
Because
you did it?
Don't be stupid.
Then how do you know? Stop dodging the question and answer. Boss, give me permission to sync. He can't hide inside his own head.
You've got it. Sync with him.
I put So into chemically induced tension. But do not worry. It will not affect the sync.
Okay, Dante. Let's do it.
Right.
Please, don't forget the 6-minute time limit.
Could never forget about that.
Say it every time.
6 minutes plus the bonuses we get. The video game bonuses. Alright, let's see if we can unlock the lies in the mind of a politician. Locks beyond locks. She's never gonna win the forklift race like that.
Did you witness my superior driving technique?
Yeah, I saw you get in an accident.
No! I only pressed the wrong pedal!
That's what you call an accident.
Oh, look at that!
Don't change the subject.
Observe the surroundings.
Huh. In a word, I'd say it's strange. Maybe this is So's corrupt nature manifesting itself.
The man Somnium is almost as corrupt as he is. I am impressed.
It just kind of looks like a warehouse with some boxes.
Never mind.
Yeah, this is a real bad dream. Let's get the clues we need and get the hell out of here.
I wouldn't say anything about this is particularly
What on earth is she doing here?
disturbing. It's just like a lot of boxes and warehouses. Uh-oh. What is this?
Iris! We can't go any closer?
We cannot.
That silhouette we saw.
This is so Somnium. During a sync, we experience the subject's dreams from a third-person perspective.
Yes, why would he be dreaming of that?
In other words,
It has to be him.
I cannot say for certain, but probably.
What's going on?
It appears that time is looping in this warped space.
Time is looping? Can't you do something about that?
What exactly do you propose I do?
You're telling me I have to watch this scene over and over?
I don't want to watch it either.
Well then?
I suppose we can help her. We may then be able to ask this manifestation of Iris some questions.
Huh? Sure, do whatever you gotta do.
Yes, we have to save Iris, no matter what.
Yeah.
So would So's dream version of Iris be able to
We gotta do something about that huge wooden box.
give us any information?
Somnium scan. Activate.
Some big locks. Okay. We may discover a secret. Alright, remember how this goes. As we move around, we will use more time. But time comes to almost a standstill when we're standing still. We have to pick and choose what we want to examine. I guess we might as well just go over to the closest things first.
Forklift.
Well, I mean, obviously, we're gonna kick it.
I see. So this is the bonus stage. Yeah! Ha! Ha! Ah! Yeah! How many combos was that?
It's not a fighting game.
We got a timey from doing that.
A forklift.
So, drive. What does Skull X2 mean? Do you think? I'm not sure what that icon means, but let's try driving it.
Roger that. Leave it to me. It is time to unleash the Drift King.
Didn't you crash a minute ago? Besides, the forklift is front-wheel drive.
There you go. Truly the Drift King.
There's something here.
Maybe you should jump in. You might unlock a bonus stage.
Do you have the mind of a child?
A negative timey has a negative effect. It can multiply time or force you to use them. If you pick one up, be careful. So is that what the skull represented? Yeah. I do. It is now a timey that I have. Here's Portal A. Let's interact with it.
A mysterious warp space suddenly appeared.
I am being forced to use that. So I guess we'll do the one that takes the least amount of time. Let's throw a pebble.
connected to that place.
That sound makes it hard to believe it was a pebble.
Did it get bigger when it went through?
A portal.
Alright. Let's, use a timey and put our hand in.
Here?
Yeah.
My hand.
Yeah, you can do it.
I suppose if I must.
Oh, I've seen a boss character like this before.
Oh, still getting stabbed.
Those boxes in the way too?
We do not have time to move each one.
Gotta move them all at once.
If only we could use that crane.
So Mental Lock 1 has been unlocked. Alright. And I got a timey for doing that. So 1 minute down, and we have removed one of the locks, so that seems okay.
A warehouse door.
Let's have a listen.
I hear the sound of dripping liquid. Occasionally, a spraying or squirting sound.
By liquid, do you mean blood?
Why would you just assume that?
Unknown, but it is unnerving.
Let's try the other option. Got a timey for doing that. Let's knock.
Is anyone there? No response.
Even if there was someone there, they might not answer.
Guess nothing else we can do. It's a bunch of doors to look at.
A warehouse door.
Alright, well, I mean, we're full up on timies. Might as well start using.
I hear a dull impact at regular intervals. Like a knife plunging into meat.
You know, like that stab sound effect we've been hearing.
A warehouse door. Is anyone there? No response.
Even if there was someone there, they might
not answer. Alright, so what's the deal with this thing? It doesn't look like a door.
A door to the warehouse. I cannot see inside.
It's full of liquid. Let's use a timey. Let's peek inside.
Why does peek sound so perverted?
I mean, that's your own dirty mind, Iba. If you want, we could call it peeping. Do some peeping time. Some respectable investigators have done some peeping.
Isn't that perfectly normal to say in this situation?
You sound like the kind of man who uses the word trim, unironically.
I do not use the word trim in that sense.
That isn't important right now.
So I was right.
No! Just look, please.
Well, if you really want me to... Oh my.
What is it? Did you see something dirty?
Sounds so enthusiastic for it.
Shut up, pervert.
Doesn't seem like that did anything. And it seemed like I did not get a timey. It seems like the options here do not give timies. Do I want to go in there? Anything over there? There is another door. Anything else that we could have looked at around here? There's like a box over there. Do I want to go all the way over there? I don't know if I want to go all the way over there. All right, let's look at this.
A door to the warehouse.
Yeah, let's head on inside.
That door should have led to the warehouse, but...
Nope, just led to this... Well, not the same place. We're outside, but in a different place altogether. There's warehouse door A over there. Let's check out that... Check out this box over here. No, that's not the box. It's the control panel right here. Okay.
Is this some kind of control panel?
Bunch of options. I do not get any timies from doing these. Oh, input fighting game combo is so tempting, but it's 120 seconds. We can't spend time on that. Let's investigate it.
Does this go to the crane?
It appears that way. Should we try it? It's a control panel.
I used 1/3. Still 40 seconds. I don't have the time for that. I just don't have the time to do that. Let's raise the lever.
No, it won't budge.
Oh, she's not strong enough to do it.
Got it. Well, if that wasn't it.
Then I guess the only option is to do a fighting game combo to loosen it. Fine, let's use the timey. Use 40 seconds on input fighting game combo.
The one that is difficult for humans to input?
Yeah, the GH raging combo.
Fine, just be quiet. No, wait. Inputting that sequence of commands with the lever shaped like this.
I think you can do it.
I'll try.
Oh, moved.
Ring out!
That's a KO!
Okay, that wasn't the joke option. That was the actual thing we had to do.
If only she could fit through that gap.
Alright, that's mental lock 2 unlocked. But we used so much time to do that. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Alright,
3 minutes, Dante.
yeah. Let's see. If I just need to go back out to the other side. I guess that would make sense.
A warehouse door.
Sure is.
Delivery!
investigate that door. I don't know if there would be a purpose in investigating that one. This is the site. Box near crane. So now we're here. So the purple spot is between C and D. Just doors to examine, and crane and box near crane. There's like a door that's partially open over there. So she was trying to run. She's trying to get into there. But it's full of barrels. So how might we get rid of the barrels? I don't know if the crane could get in there. There's like this sort of adjacent door over here. It's glowing purple.
A warehouse door.
Only one option. I don't have a timey.
What's this? Something came out.
Edible seaweed made this way was thought to be a delicacy for nobles during the Heian era.
Nobody needs to hear your superfluous narration.
Huh? Oh, sure, okay. I mean, dream logic, right? Well, surely the killer will not be able to follow her. Oh, good. Oh, dear.
Is the box hanging from the crane in the way now?
Was there something under the wooden box?
Let's just go back and lift it up for now.
Alright, at least we got 3. Only 1 left. They did specifically just tell us what to do, just move the box.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
I see it. Okay, so... I could go to crane or box near crane. Hopefully that's enough, and we don't actually have to make our way back to the, wherever that control panel was. Would there be a reason to go back to box near crane, or should we go directly to crane, do you think? I mean, box near crane is closer. We could probably go there on the way to crane. What's going on here?
A wooden box hanging from a crane.
I would get a timey for doing these. 1/9 is not much. But the other one is to cut off 10 seconds. Well, that could be used. Guess I'll try this. Oh, actually, it's... Yeah, I was thinking it subtracts 1/9. No, it reduces it to 1/9. Yeah.
No use. It is either stuck to the ground, or its cargo is extraordinarily heavy.
I was thinking in reverse.
Or your instructions are bad.
Or you're just lazy.
Or your breath smells like garbage.
It could be all these things. Like, nothing really contradicts anything here.
A wooden box hanging from a crane.
Alright, let's cut off 10 seconds. And now this says 1/8. It's now less effective.
It won't even budge.
Well, at least we got the timey from it. It seems like you get timies for, like, the non-mandatory ones.
A crane.
And, like, the actual important ones you don't get them from. I don't know if I'm seeing that correctly, but... Tackle, throw something, or ride. Well, these all will give you timies, so I wonder if these are not mandatory. If they're not mandatory, it's a bad thing, because we don't have much time left. Huh. I mean, alright, I do get timies for doing these. Cut it down to 2 seconds. Let's tackle. Tackle the crane.
There is no point doing this by force. If we are going to move it, we have to find another way.
Alright, cut off 10 seconds.
A crane.
And, let's use that, and let's ride it.
Not that I am against it, but
Can you not climb?
I don't see any place to get a hold.
Okay, it's not that. 1 minute left.
A crane.
Let's use the timey. Throw something.
How about this stone?
Sure. Good job.
I hit it, but nothing happened.
Yeah.
What is this puzzle? I got the timey anyway. Okay, so we expended the crane, we expended the box near crane. I guess we can examine Portal B. So I guess either Portal B or these 2 warehouse doors. Well, there's a three Portal B and 3 warehouse doors are what we can examine, I guess. Let's go to Portal B.
You have 1 minute left.
Yeah, I know.
What is this?
It looks like a premium channel before you pay for it.
Yeah, Dottie knows all about that. Peek inside. I don't get a timey for doing it. This is only 10 seconds. I guess we'll do it.
Oh, I got smaller.
And we knew that worked because we saw...
Got any smaller, you get some plans to surf.
We saw, you know, A-Set go through it. And nothing else, I guess. I was just confirming what it did. Which I guess we didn't need to do, but this does say it is expended now. I never looked at the concrete fragments, but it's so far away, we'd obviously... I don't know if we'd actually have the time to go over there, but, well, I guess the other things to look at are just these doors. The door's all warped.
A warehouse door.
Okay, I do get timies for these as well.
Is anyone there? No response.
Even if there was someone there, they might not answer.
A warehouse door.
It's not working on this. It still says 10 seconds.
I hear deep, excited breathing.
Don't tell me. Is it a panty snatcher?
Expended this door. So the closest one is going to be D. It's kind kind of like the only other one in range right now. But is there a reason to just go through this? We've been through this. Would there be a reason to go back? Is that the one? I mean, is that the one that leads back to the control panel? I don't actually see the control panel on the map anymore.
A warehouse door.
It's a warehouse door. Fine.
Delivery!
This does lead to a different one. Oh, there's a control panel right next to us.
Dante, you've got less than 30 seconds.
I see it.
Is this some kind of control panel?
So much time. I do not have enough time to get one wrong. So, if it's the same one again, and I used it, and it worked to move the thing, I guess that would work and get rid of the final lock, which means I should succeed. But that was the correct one last time, and if I'm wrong, then clearly it'll go down to 0. I can investigate, and I will have more time. I still will have time after that, so I could do that. The lever, I think, is in the middle position. So I could raise it, which would go to 0. Lower it, which would also go to 0. So if one of them is wrong, I would also then lose. We can investigate.
Does this go to the crane?
It appears that way. Should we try it? It's a control panel.
You would think that they wouldn't do input fighting game combo for a second time. And what we're trying to do is lift up the box. So you'd think it would be raise lever. So I'm gonna go with raise lever, and I guess either we succeed or we fail.
Understood.
Is there something underneath it?
It appears Iris was saved. Barely.
Yeah, just barely.
That shadow must be...
We found it! With negative time left. Well, what did we learn from the politician's dream?
Iris was in the Somnium earlier.
Yes, we saw.
An unidentified figure tried to stab Iris to death. And Date and Aiba...
Who is that figure?
Probably So himself.
True, he could imagine himself in his Somnium that way. Mr. Date's ego algorithm processed the figure into that particular image.
You know, one thing we might want to establish is any of the Somnium stuff admissible evidence? Like, I don't think we've ever really gone over that.
What are you people talking about? If you're quite done here, hurry up and release me.
Like, if you wanted to charge him on something, I don't know if this is gonna do the job. You killed Iris, didn't you?
I didn't. Are you planning on acting dumb all night? How did you know Iris was stabbed? I heard it. What?
On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking. Something about a girl who got stabbed in the back.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember exactly what I said. It's possible that I mentioned a body with stab wounds to the back.
Boss.
It is impossible to determine now.
Who can say?
He very well may not have seen Iris's body.
No, he still must have. He was in the warehouse.
Yeah, but that sheet was over
But
her.
does that mean we can conclude for certain that he saw the corpse?
I mean, maybe he just figured he shouldn't disturb someone's sheet. Why did you call Shoko?
Come to think of it, I still haven't heard your explanation for this. 2 days ago, you called Shoko Nadami just after 9 p.m. Why?
That is a private matter that I will not discuss with you.
What's your alibi for Shoko's murder?
What were you doing at 5 p.m. 2 days ago?
Reading a book at home. You can ask my housekeeper or my bodyguards. They will confirm that for you.
That does match what the bodyguard said earlier.
But they're like family to him. They're not above telling a lie to protect their boss.
About Iris.
I've been telling you I don't know anything.
That's impossible. I saw Iris in your dream.
Yeah, let's tell him all about it. We hooked you up to a machine that went into your dreams?
You have to have some memory of her.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
He looks tired. I mean, yeah, I don't know, the Somnium machine doesn't really seem to be giving us too much of in the way of hard evidence, boss. Not sure if this was worth it. Can we get an arrest warrant for so?
Are you kidding me? You know that what we find in Somnium can't be submitted as evidence in court.
I mean, yeah, I guess not. I guess not.
Besides, we don't even know for sure if that figure was so.
You said it was.
I said that it's probably him.
Excuse me? I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
About the Somnium earlier.
I saw it on the monitor. Iba saving Iris as she was being stabbed. Of course, since you and Iba are one and the same, it's like you saved her, Date.
That's right. I should get all the credit.
But that was just a dream. It's not real.
It's real enough.
Saving her in Somnium won't save her now.
Or will it?
I'm sorry.
We would need some sort of time machine of alien origin. Send us back in time. A duplicate of us back in time. To change anything, I guess. Such a thing couldn't exist, though. Did the crime scene investigation team report anything?
No, nothing yet. They arrived a while ago, but that warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery.
I know. Iba, can you check to see if it's the Okiura we know?
Searching.
Still search? Okay. The boss is standing there. Alright, what does Science Man think about all this? About the mysterious figure.
The subject of the sync remembers certain persons or objects that appear in Somnium. But they might not have a clear form. Our dreams are sometimes vague or unclear, after all. Even the subject of the dream themselves. I told you earlier that the syncer experiences the dream from the perspective of an observer. That is why the person creating the dream can appear within it. But perhaps they do not have an objective view of themselves, like a mirror or picture. Perhaps he's never watched himself on television. Rare for a politician, but not unheard of. He lacks that objective picture of himself. He remains stoic and unattached despite his position of power. I find that quite powerful. To be able to put your ego aside and see yourself as God sees you.
As a featureless purple man?
Is an ability many charismatic people share.
I'm not sure if I agree with his assessment. About the mysterious figure.
He may not have a rational, objective assessment of himself. So, even if this figure is ambiguous,
it could be so.
Indeed.
How does syncing work? Just, for my own edification.
During a sync, the syncer's consciousness, or ego, is brought into the subject's somnium. They enter the subconscious mind, or more accurately, sink into it. At this time, the syncer's memories are left in their original body. Picture an egg. The ego is the egg yolk that goes into the subject's brain.
Alright, this is the kind of explanation I want. Date, look at this egg.
The syncer's memories are the whites, which remain in the shell. The syncer, or rather the syncer as their pure ego, experiences the subject's somnium. But to be precise, it is not only ego. When synced, a modicum of memory data does get sent into the subject's brain. Imagine separating an egg yolk from its whites. No matter how you try, some of the egg whites will always stick to the yolk. This is just like that.
I'm not sure if this egg metaphor was really working, though. What is the ego algorithm you mentioned?
Imagine the human brain as being made up of two elements.
One, an egg yolk, another, the egg white.
Memory and algorithmic structure. The former is preferable because the latter can be problematic. It can output things based on the inputs it is given. To make this easier to understand, compare this to a computer.
A computer may be shaped in an egg form?
Memory is like your data stored on a hard disk. The algorithm is the program. This program controls everything, from higher cognitive functions to primitive instinct. This program is what creates the phenomenon of consciousness.
Let's talk about that ego algorithm a bit more. Is there a third metaphor you could come up with?
It is your ego algorithm. What you call your mind. Recognition, cognition, consciousness.
Mention that to me again.
All of these processes are incomprehensible without the ego algorithm. However, the Wadjet system is revolutionizing the way we think about consciousness.
The Wadjet system controls my core programming.
Using Wadjet, we could map the neural circuitry of the human brain. And we discovered a specific circuit that is key to the phenomenon of consciousness. However, we human beings are still unable to fully grasp it.
Oh, why must be we so imperfect? Just not able to comprehend this grand design.
It's far too complicated.
If only I was born a computer.
But even if we don't understand it, we can still use it.
Using things we don't understand, it never goes wrong.
You don't have to understand electromagnetism to use a microwave oven.
You just push the buttons and it works, no problem.
The Wadjet system is how we are able to extract the sinker's consciousness. That is what makes sinking possible.
Oh, got a phone call.
Date, the investigation team is calling.
This is Date from Abyss. What happened?
Hey, sorry to call you out of the blue. There's something we want to check. Is now a good time?
Sure, what is it?
You said you found a body at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The one at Ariake? Warehouse District?
Yes, that's right.
Huh. Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's, not here.
Uh-oh.
What's not there?
We searched all over the warehouse. We didn't find any bodies.
Gasp. Was there even a body to begin with?
What do you mean there's no body?
Yeah, we looked everywhere. But nothing.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
I mean, you saw it too. You're my eyeball.
Yes, I'm sure. I saw it. I know I saw it. I saw Iris's body with my own right eye.
Oh, that's right. She was being charged. Forgot about that.
Then perhaps someone moved the body. Between the time we left and CSI arrived.
No, there's another possibility.
There is?
The cops ate her. Just consider it. Well, look who's alive.
Date?
Iris!
What are you doing? Barging in without ringing the doorbell? Oh, you see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place. Something wrong?
The world changed.
But what could have changed the world?
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday.
Wait, what?
She wasn't killed.
True, but that was only a dream.
Or was it?
Maybe the dream changed reality.
Maybe reality is just a dream.
Impossible.
Maybe when we sink, we are accessing the dreams of God.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
If the world is just a dream of some divine being, then maybe accessing and manipulating those dreams is how you control reality. Well, as much as I would like to get into this subject of did changing the dream change the world, it is getting late, and I am going to have to save and say goodnight. Saving is here. We're going to save. Do that. And, let me see something here. Oh, here, this is the flowchart. I haven't looked at this yet. Check out the story's progress and branching points with the flowchart. Be filled out as the story advances. By selecting a chapter and investigation progress, we can jump to any point in the story. So, of course, being this Inuchikochi game, clearly we were going to get a flowchart. So we made a breakpoint when we were going into Mizuki's brain There was one thing we did that separated. It had to do, like, we had 2 bird cages, and we could only lift up one of them. And we lifted up the one that had the balloons, and at that point, the timeline split. So we're now on this branch. This changes direction, but it doesn't... I don't think there's a breakpoint here. Doesn't seem like it. Don't know how large this is gonna be. Like, is this gonna, like, keep going down off the screen? I don't know. How many branches can there be? I don't know. But we do see that there is a flow chart. New case notes. We haven't looked at this. Date does not like punk kids or ghosts. Interesting specific dislikes. He really likes pelvises, though. He's into pelvises. Or, you know, as the scientific term, of course, vagina bones, as we well know. Lost his eye 6 years ago. Replaced it with a prosthetic eye. He lost his memory 6 years ago. We know about that. There's probably a bunch of people we could read up about in this. Mermaid likes breeding triple wart sea devils. And she's good at exploiting the vanity of her customer. Actually, hold on. Oda. Yeah, this confirms... He still says he's 24. I'm still having problems dealing with this. Having problems dealing with the idea that that's not a typo. Light novel author, self-declared, obviously, is not actually published anything. He just looks like a Pokemon trainer. I mean, he specifically is dressing like that. Well, there's a bunch of people and things we could look at, I guess, but it is getting late. I'm gonna have to say goodnight. We'll take a look at more next time. But the story did actually advance during our session. I mean, the clues have been slow to come, but clues have been coming. Kinda. We're not really sure where things are leading. We investigated, we questioned the Yakuza, but didn't really learn a whole lot about that. We got a lead with this politician, but found out that we didn't really get anything concrete or solid on him, because it turned out that Iris is not actually dead, and it's hard to... We don't know if she just wasn't dead to begin with, or was she dead, and because of what we changed in the dream, now reality is changed. Of course, we remember another detective who was obsessed with changing the past, David Young, who was never able to do it, but it appears that Date might have actually changed the past. We don't know for sure if he actually did. But it seems like the story might be taking a bit of a turn as to what it is we're doing with this dream machine. And I guess we're going to find out next time as we continue on with AI, the Somnium files. Continue on working down this flowchart. Again, I don't know how long the flowchart is or how long it takes to get to an ending, but next time, continue on. I'll see you then.